It's been a good year for traders at the Zhejiang market in Mandalay. Customers have been plentiful as restrictions were lifted on goods coming from overseas. Corso has been running his stall for 30 years, but recent changes have had a major impact on his business.
Because of the changes in the last few years, we now get fresh fish from different countries and dry it here. I like this very much, and it means that we can make many more products.
Elsewhere in Mandalay, the signs of growth are all the more apparent. The peaceful transition of power has restored confidence for many investors. While sanctions have been lifted in the US and Europe, investors from China, Thailand and Singapore have been quick to enter this emerging market. Imports are rising fast too. A new generation of consumers have returned from jobs overseas with new aspirations and appetites. And Myanmar's past may also be an important part of its economic future. With the change in government, most countries have now lifted travel advisories that suggested in the past that tourists didn't visit Myanmar. And now hundreds of thousands of tourists are flocking every year to places like this, the thousands of pagodas at Bagan. And it's thought that if managed properly, this could be an incredible income earner for Myanmar, like Angkor Wat is for Cambodia. Last year, 6 times more tourists visited than a decade ago, and many believe the sector will continue to expand rapidly. But some fundamental problems remain, like an education system that's been neglected for far too long. Tet Luin dropped out of university because the computer studies course he was on was too backwards.
I'm not interested in the university courses because they're very traditional and very old.
Instead, he taught himself to build apps and websites, a skill he now uses to market other businesses and his own.
When we started our business, most of the business owners didn't understand the value of having a website or having an application. But after the 2 years, their mindset is changing, and now they can accept that they need an application, now they need a website.
There is still a long way to go, but the country once known as the breadbasket of Asia is keen to regain its place as a major economic power in the region. Tony Cheng, CCTV, Mandalay, Myanmar.